Every Nigerian needs to read this. And I tell you, if you want your family to be safe from an impending program waiting to happen, don't be lazy about reading this piece. It will not take you more than 5 minutes. The 13 others from Kano arrested in Ekiti recently on spy mission and advance party. What Nigerians need to know and do urgently or be prepared to perish unnecessarily. In case you have not read it, it was recently in the news that at least 13 suspected bandits wielding dangerous weapons were arrested by the Nigerian police in Emure, Ekiti, a town in Emure, local government area of Ekiti State. According to the report, which quotes the Ekiti State Police Public Relations Officer, ASP Sunday Abutu, with the help of the people of that community, saying we arrested these people, about 13 of them, who said they were hunters from Kano. The report explained that it was some security-conscious members of Imorikiti who raised alarm when they noticed some strange faces. Then they reported to the police, who arrested them. Next, the police said they were still interrogating the suspects. Here are 4 things Nigerians need to know about the suspected bandits. 1. Those are hunters of human beings. By this, I mean that they are spies sent to come to Yoruba land and find out how effective Amotekun is, among other things. That's only the reason why they can come all the way from Kano to Ekiti just to hunt. Recall that a member of Mieti Allah had said they were afraid of Amotekun. Next, he said they were ready for war and would bring their kids and kings from across Africa to come and help them in executing the war to take the whole of the country, which he described as their own heritage from Allah. 2. Such spies have been sent not only to Ekiti state but also to other states of southern Nigeria and the Middle Belt. They are not being sent for nothing, but in preparation for the war the Mieti Allah chieftain talked about. 3. The spies are sent out in different forms as headers, cobblers, hawkers, etc. I remember something that happened last 2 weeks. I was at a pub in a state of the southeast when a Niger-looking hawker came around with some items. When people asked for the price of the items, he told them, but when they tried to haggle over the price, the hawker burst out in a very hot anger at them and just left. From the level of anger the hawker manifested, it was clear to any discerning person that it was not the price of the item that was at issue. Instead, he clearly hated those guys for who they are. So it looks like someone on a mission other than just selling. Others, why should he have left so easily and hungrily just because someone haggled over the price? And if that's the way he has been reacting to would-be buyers, then he has not been selling anything. So who pays his bills then? Obviously, some desperate sponsor out there do. 4. I believe the Nigerian police will not do anything meaningful with the case, given their history of treating such bandits with kid gloves. I believe that the police saying they are still being interrogated by our men is an alibi to free the bandits from the background. However, I promise to use this platform to continue to remind Nigerians and the world how the Nigerian police will keep treating the arrested hunters from Kano. 6. Things Nigeria needs to do urgently about the situation. 1. Do not fear the threat from your enemies. There are many reasons why you don't need to fear those unjust enemies. 1. Fear makes you vulnerable to the enemy the more. 2. The enemies are actually cowards. It's the reason they keep attacking soft targets only, and they become bold only when they believe that one of their own is in power. Did you ever hear them sounding so bold while Goodluck Jonathan was in power? 2. Other Nigerians should emulate the people of Imurikiti by being security conscious. Reports every suspicious person, presence, action or movement. Remember, being security conscious is not the same as being afraid. 3. I want to see one Nigeria community after another suing Miyetti Allah for their flagrant trespassing of people's property. When Amotekun was formed, Miyetti Allah showed they know about the law by saying it was an illegal outfit. Now, let Nigeria also sue them and join the federal government in the lawsuit for contravening the trespass laws enshrined in our constitution as a nation. I mean that Miyetti Allah is known for trespassing into people's property, and that is illegal everywhere in the world, including Nigeria. It becomes even more illegal since there are cases of them being accused of murder, rape, and vandalism during those cases of trespassing. They have also publicly threatened to dispossess people of their property, which is another exhibit. I tell you that even the dumbest lawyer has a case here. 4. I am not asking Nigeria communities to sue Miyetti Allah and the federal government because I hope they will get justice by so doing. Instead, it is for the records. These things will be made references to when the case finally goes to the Hague. 5. Nigerians should come out to protest against Miyetti Allah's open threats and consequent attempts to dispossess millions of Nigerian communities of their properties. They should make demands such as stop open grazing immediately. Miyetti Allah must stop trespassing into our landed properties, etc. Again, it is not hoped that the federal government would listen to these demands, but they are going to become valid points of reference when the case goes to the international community of justice. Note, we are working to take the case up, and your little contributions are needed to help us have a good case. Number 6, this is now for you reading this. If you really care about changing the security situation in the country for good, just use only 10 seconds to share this message, because the more there are Nigerians who know about it, the more effective it will be. Thank you. This is really deep. This is really deep. And this article is from a Most Sonomi. That is where this article is really coming from. And I believe that this article is very, very educative and informative. The more people come out, the more people know about it, the more people talk about this. Just like the writer said, the more it's going to help us, in the long run. It might not be in the short run, because from what we have seen, the government is not just ready to do anything. Even the police, we have been, cases like that, which we have been talking over and over again. We'll be saying it over and over again. They are not going to do anything. They are not going to do anything. And I still always refer to what Governor Kowa of Delta State said. He was calling on the government, of course, which people are saying, even if you are calling on the government, calling on the president to say something on this esme, and again, give the police go ahead to be able to do something, because the police, as it is now, they are handicapped. It's like they are expecting order from above, because no matter what happens, if you arrest them, you will not hear anything about them. Most of the time, again, you won't get justice. Even if they arrest them, before you know it, they have already been released, or they don't even go in arresting them. They will tell you they are interrogating. What are you interrogating? But let them see some boys, group of boys in the southwest, just moving, in their convoy. Before you know, they will swing into action. That is when you will hear DSS. Oh, you want us to fold our arms because this is a national, it's a threat to national security. But when it comes to these people, we have seen it over and over again. There's nothing police will tell us, and that's why this writer is saying that even they know that they are where they are getting the backing from. It's from the center, and it's from the president. When this president came, like I always say, we don't need to be politically correct. People are dying. Our people are dying every day. You say, no, you don't want to say anything. When the president has not even made a categorical statement to buttress or to show that it's really for the people, it is evident. And I really thank God for those who really came out the first time when they talked about this Ruga. They came out and gave reasons. And a lot of people really saw reasons with that and said, no, we don't want Ruga. But all of those things are playing out now. They are playing out now. We don't need a soothsayer to tell us what it is or what is not. So even if you are not going to, you think that we are not going to get justice or we are not going to do anything, but it is good that we come out in our numbers, protest, even if they try to intimidate people or to drive people away not to protest. The international community will be seeing it, and with all the little protests that have been going on, for the past 2 years. Now it has resorted to something that even the international community, are saying something. You can imagine what the U.S. government has even said concerning, you know, uh, 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 putting us on the watch list. What does that tell you? Now the government is coming out to say, oh, it is not all about Christians, it is not about this and that and that. And we are saying it every day. Now, Lai Mohammed has been able to confirm that the reason why that really that the Christians are the ones affected in this whole thing. But initially, he was denying it. The whole truth is all over the place. They will come out and tell you, oh, the other international communities, they don't live in a society, they don't know what is happening, and that is a statement of of an ignorant person, because you cannot tell me that because the country, I mean, the world is a global village. You cannot tell me that people outside the country will not know what is happening when they have their embassies, they have their ambassadors and what have you, the high commissioners here and there of other countries in our country, and you want to tell me they are there, they are residing in Nigeria, and you want to tell us that they don't know what is happening. And thank God for social media that is really making everything to go viral. And that's why we encourage people to share all this information so that people will get it. And the unfortunate thing there is that it's not even how many percentage of Nigerians are even on internet. Even if you have internet, a lot of people will be putting up their data. Some people don't want to even watch, even to watch a particular video or whatever. Of course, there are many ways you can really get all of these things spread. Even if you can't go through video, you can go through all those articles which will not really have a effect on your data. But the important thing is that let people be aware of all of these things. And more so, a lot of people still talk about there's no light, no electricity. Some people cannot even charge their phone. Some people are just busy looking for what they want to eat, but they don't even know what's things happening around them. So you can imagine this a hunter coming to Ekiti, and a lot of people are, commending what has been happening, mostly Ekiti and Ondo. When this issue of Amotekun came up, oh, Mietiala came that they must be part of it, and the Southerners said no, we are not going to be part of it because it's going to be mainly for the indigenous. All of a sudden, since now every state is going to be handling this separately, now Lagos said, oh, they are now saying indigenous can come in. What does that tell you? Believe you me, no other indigenous in this country who is even interested in joining Amotekun. Nobody, because they believe that their hands are clean. Whatever the formation is going to be, fine, you can go ahead with it. We are pleased with you. But it is the same Mietiala who said they wanted to be part of it. And now the Lagos state government is trying to say, oh, indigenous cannot come in if you have spent 20 years. Forget it. The Igbos will not go and join. Other tribes will not go and join. It is the same Fulani that will go and join because that is what they wanted and that is what they have been crying for. So it is an open check for them to go in. A lot of them will qualify for that, but we wish them good luck. But we still hope Ekiti will still stand on their ground on what, for saying that they are not going to allow anybody because they don't understand what they are saying. But the one thing is that even all these politicians, all these our leaders, you cannot even trust them enough because tomorrow now, as you are happy that, oh, they have taking good decision, they will come back tomorrow and you'll be hearing something different. You're going to be hearing something different. But we hope they keep to their stand, because if they want to join all those people, because the ones who are interested, those who are interested are the Fulanis and the BACLR. So if they allow them to join, what are we going to say? Good luck to them. But generally, let people continue to speak the truth. Those who are affected, the victims, they will have a better story to tell. If you have not been affected, we hope that you are not going to be affected, because if you are affected, you will understand what it means. So, like what the police is saying now, that they are going to be investigating, you know that everything will be swept under the carpet. But this is a wake-up call to say that there is fire on the mountain. So, guys, let us hear your opinion concerning this new development that just occurred in Ekiti State. Please leave your comment below in the comment section and let's have your take. Thank you very much. Bye.